Hi, I'm Eric. For privacy, I'll be changing the names in this story. My brother will be Ken, and my cousin will be Damien. This happened 6 years ago, in December 2019. I was 12, Ken was 10, and Damien was 14. We were supposed to have a calm, ordinary evening, just food, and a little playtime at our local McDonald's. But things got unsettling fast. As soon as we entered, we heard shouting outside the glass windows. A huge man was yelling at a woman. His voice carried through the restaurant. Then, out of nowhere, he grabbed my mom's hand. My chest tightened, and I yelled for him to stop. My aunt immediately shot me a warning look, silently telling me to stay out of it. And honestly, I'm glad she did, because things were about to get much worse inside. My aunt kept placing our order, while the rest of us tried to act normal. Ken whispered, "What's happening?" I told him, "No idea. Just stay calm." Damien looked terrified. I tried reassuring him, telling him everything would be fine. We hugged tightly when the man and woman suddenly stormed into the restaurant. That's when the situation exploded. The woman screamed, "I told you, I don't have your money." He shouted back, calling her names, his anger shaking the room. Family stopped eating. Kids stared wide-eyed. The whole place froze. A McDonald's employee finally stepped forward and snapped, "Leave right now, or the police will be called." The tension was heavy. We sat back down and tried to focus on our food, though our hands shook non-stop. A few minutes later, I excused myself to check on my mom. And that's when I saw something that still makes my blood turn cold. The man had calmed down and was talking to a rough-looking friend, but I noticed something under his jacket. 3 shotguns tucked behind his back. I felt the air leave my lungs. I didn't move a muscle, just quietly backed away, pretending I didn't see anything. Soon enough, the police arrived. They spoke to the woman, then to my mom. After that, we left. But the story didn't end there. As we drove away, we passed a nearby gas station where police lights flashed. That same man and his friends were being handcuffed and shoved against a squad car. That's when my mom explained the truth. He had tried to steal the woman's purse. She fought back. He slapped her. She gave her statement, and we went home, shaken but relieved. Even now, at 17, I still think about that night. The night a normal visit to McDonald's became one of the scariest memories of my childhood. Story 2. The Stranger in the Attic. My name is Chen, and I'm 15 now. This happened when I was 10, back when I lived in a small town in Manitoba, Canada. I loved volleyball, even though I wasn't great at it. I begged my parents to sign me up for after-school sports, but I always lost my nerve. One Sunday night, while my parents were at a gender reveal party, I stayed home with my brother. After playing outside with my neighbor, I went to our shared bedroom and started tossing around my volleyball. I knocked things over as I played, but luckily nothing broke. Eventually I got bored and hit the ball upward, accidentally tapping the attic door. It didn't have a handle, and we rarely touched it. But being a curious 10-year-old, I decided I had to see what was up there. I grabbed my brother and made him help me bring a ladder from the garage. Before climbing, I grabbed one of those sticky toy hands from Halloween. I slapped it onto the attic panel, tugged, and finally pulled it open. Then I climbed up. It was pitch black. I could barely see anything except an old couch, scattered food wrappers, and a bathtub we had left up there ages ago, still filled with dirty water. Then my eyes adjusted, and I froze. A man probably in his late 50s was crouched in the shadows, balding, rotting teeth, clothes filthy, and he smelled like he hadn't showered for months. I screamed. He lunged at me. I didn't think. I just jumped off the ladder, hit the floor hard, and grabbed my brother's arm. "Run." We sprinted straight to our neighbor's house, banging on the door until they opened. Once inside, we told them everything. They called the police immediately. By the time officers searched our attic, The man was gone. Our parents came home in a panic when they heard the news. I described the man as best as I could, but we never saw him again. Even now, years later, I still think about how lucky we were to escape.